loves, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Jay, the Juju Bae, aka Black Libran Goddess. That is much better. Today we're going to be doing a tarot reading for what does your spirit guides want you to know. And so we have 3 tarot decks here, and what I'm going to do is you guys are going to choose which tarot deck calls out to you. And I even got a couple of crystals here, so in case you want to look at the crystals too. And then I'm going to use that tarot deck to see what message your spirit guides have for you. And I'm also going to be using my oracle decks over here to help supplement your message. So our first deck we have is the African Tarot, and it has this rose quartz crystal. The second we have is the True Heart Tarot, and it has this Amazonite crystal. And the third deck we have is the regular Rider-Waite Tarot, and it has this Tiger Eye crystal. So what I want you guys to do, I want you to take a deep inhale through your nose. Hold it for about 5, 6, 7 seconds, and then slowly exhale through your mouth, and do that until you're calm. And while you're doing that, I want you to ask spirit, your ancestors, your guides to connect you to your higher self and to your intuition. And I want you to pick a deck intuitively. And hopefully these decks have wonderful messages for you. It really just depends on whatever message your guides have for you. So I will meet you guys at the click of your pal. Hello, pal 1, and welcome to your reading. You guys chose the rose quartz. It doesn't look too rosy, but it's a rose quartz, trust me. And you chose the African Tarot deck. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shuffle the cards here, and I'm going to see what messages your guys may have for whoever is watching this video. All right, let's get into it. All right. Oh my goodness. This is a card. Oh yeah. And this is a card. And there you go. Okay, so there's a lot here. Yeah, I think that's all. Okay. Whew, all right. Oh, beloved spirit, let me speak to these cards. Let me use these cards so we to speak to whomever when we watch part 1. Spirit guides, lead and guide me, myself to give every accurate reading to whomever I needed to separate. Alright, so we have, what do we have here? We have the 5 of arrows in reverse. And we have the 7 of arrows in reverse. And we have the 4 of wands in reverse. We have the devil card in reverse. And then we have the 3 of wands upright, the tower card upright, and the 5 of cups upright. Ooh, okay, so there's a lot of there's a lot going on in this deck. Wow, I'm trying to figure out where to start with this on here. Ooh, okay, so I'm feeling like there may be a lot of mental energy that is because the arrow relates to the swords in the Rider-Waite Tarot. And so I'm feeling like there's a lot of mental energy here that that you guys are kind of like dealing with and you're kind of combating with. And I feel like your guys are telling you to kind of like what's the phrase I'm gonna say, like let go and let God, in a sense, like it's okay, like they got you. like, I think whatever you're worried about, whatever you're fearing over, whatever you are stressing over, is probably like have taken over so much of your time and so much of your life, and you've probably been continuously praying and asking and seeking and for help and all this and stuff. And so every time they're trying to help you, you keep like countering them and keep being like, I need help with this, blah 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 blah, I need this, that, and they're trying to say, trust us that we got you. And so, so some of this energy that you have going on, it may not be like what happens may not it what you have to deal with will not be easy, and it may not be something that you are willing to go through. But like this tower moment here, and this tower in the center here, is a necessity. It's a necessity that you have to deal with, and that's probably why you guys have been like doing a lot of praying and begging, because maybe you're currently in this tower moment that you're going through, or you may feel like a big change is coming your way, and this is what their tower is. And they're trying to let you know that this tower, like this tower stuff, like whatever your energy going, there's nothing to be afraid of, because they got you. Like, no matter what's going to come your way, whatever big heavy, whatever thoughts you have, whatever big heavy emotions you have, whatever, all this stuff that's kind of like distracting you and really kind of like just like holding this grip on you, they're saying it's okay. They're saying they recognize that the pain that you're having to go through is going to hurt. They get that. But it's one of those necessary, just think of it like a growing pain, right? You grow out of your clothes and they get too tight, and you have to change out of your clothes, or you start getting at a certain age and things start to get awkward, and things that you knew and you understand, it starts to get confusing. That's where you're at in this place. You are at a spiritual growing pain, and they understand that this stuff that you're going through, the pain that you're going through, it hurts, and it honestly kind of sucks. And they're not even going to say that it doesn't, but what they want you to know is that they got you, that they are guiding you through this. They're trying to navigate you through these ways. You cannot avoid this tower moment. It's sitting right here smack dab in the middle. You can't avoid it, right? But it is not going to be the end that you think it's going to be. You're thinking it's going to lead to this big, huge destruction or something, and the only thing it's going to destroy, it may be your ego, or it may destroy those things that came into your that came before you, that isn't meant for you, right? It's not going to destroy you, right? You are going to be better for it in the end. And that's what they want you to know. They're trying to tell you, trust us, please trust us, please trust that what we're doing here is for your good. We love you, and we're not out here trying to lead you into lead you down some false dangerous paths, right? And it's okay to, when you're doing your prayer, try prayers of gratitude, right? Look back at where you've been. If you haven't done, like, maybe you should do some journaling, write down the places where you're, like, even think about like where you were at this point last year, or like wherever time you're reading this, because this is the time you're reading. So think about wherever you were like a year ago, 6 months ago, whatever, and see how far you've grown. And you might not think you have grown, but trust me, you have. You made some sort of progress to get to where you are right now. You survived some things to be here right now. And so that's what you should do. You should write down these moments of gratitude, and that will help you see that they have actually been with you. They've actually been holding your hand, guiding you step by step. And just because these hard, painful moments are taking place, it doesn't mean that they aren't there, and it doesn't mean that they haven't heard you, and it doesn't mean that they are ignoring you. It means that they understand the necessity of it, because sometimes to get through something, you got to go, you got to get through, like, you can't just, like, imagine climbing a mountain, right? And there's a whole village full of life and everything, but you have to go over the mountain to get there, right? It's not going to be an easy climb, but you are guaranteed, it's guaranteed that you can make it. It's just going to suck to make the climb. And that's what they're trying to say to you, because whatever you're going to go through next, you're going to have the strength afterwards to deal with whatever comes next. You're not going to have any fear or any worry, because you're going to already have gone through these horrible, these hard, these tough moments. And once you know that they have your back, once you know that they're for you, it makes the rest of your journey so much easier, right? Because once you've seen like, oh, I've done this before, I can handle this, I've did this before, the next step, the next steps are practically nothing in a sense. And that's what your guys want. Your guys want you to trust them. Your guys want you to believe that they're there for you, believe that they're not neglecting you. So I'm going to pull some some oracle cards to see what other message your guys have you. So let's see what other message you may have for them, guys. Heartache and loss. What else? Passion ignited. What else? Sacral chakra and power. Stick this one up here. Okay. So yeah, the heartache and loss card tell me, yeah, so it's not gonna be easy. Again, I already told you that it's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be okay, right? Because doing this emotion, you're going to have these passions going to be reignited. You're going to find yourself with renewed vigor of moving on and moving forward. You're going to find yourself growing in your power. You know, your sacral chakra is a good focal point for you to focus on. Your sacral chakra, I'm trying to remember if sacral chakra, like I'm still studying chakras, so I'm trying to remember what your sacral chakra, I think that deals with your sense of self. I think, if I'm correct. If I'm not correct, please write it in the comments and correct me again, because like I told you, I'm still studying that. But if I am correct and it does deal with your sense of self, this is really important when we're talking about your passion igniting in your power, because they're bringing you through, they're working and dealing with you through these things and helping you come into a greater sense of awareness of yourself either way. So they are really here rooting for you and guiding you, and that's what your guys want you to know. That is what your guys are trying to tell you. Don't let the fear of what the circumstances may look like stop you from trusting us. You know, don't let it worry you, and don't worry about the tower moments that are coming to you, because you have already defeated them. You've got your guys on your side. You know you're going to experience that heartache and loss, but at the end of it, you're going to receive power. You're going to be at a place where you are going to be so much stronger, right? For it in the long run. Yeah, and so let me get this is a short reading, so I'm pretty glad about that. I hope all the rest of the readings are short. So let me pull a affirmation card and see what messages you may have. Yeah, but if you guys, if you study the chakras and you know what the sacral chakra is, that's something good that you can focus on doing your meditations on that too, along with doing your journals and doing your gratefulness, because those things are going to really help and benefit you, and it's definitely going to help you survive these tower moments, get through them. Once you realize that your guys are there with you, and the pain that you're going through is only going to be temporary, and the rewards are going to farther outweigh it. I am connected. I have more in common with others than I realize. I seek commonality with people rather than focusing on outward differences. I am connected. I don't think that really connects too much. Is it gonna, whatever. Well, there it is. I don't think it's gonna really connect too much to the reading, but that may still be something that you guys may need to hear. Actually, I think it does deal with the reading, because I am connected. Because this is also good. It's not only just talking about with people, connecting with people, which also could be good, because your guys may be putting people in your life to help you through these tower moments. But it's also a good way to remember that you're also connected to your guys, and your guys are connected to you, whomever your guys are. So they aren't here to they're letting you know that we're connected to you. We're connected to your life. We're connected to your path. We're connected to you. We see higher and further than you do. And we know what's best for you. We know what's right for you. We know you got this, and we are rooting for you always. So kind of remember that. Remember that connection that you're doing with it. This will be a great time to do your meditations, to work again on your sacral chakra, to work on your gratitude, work on, enhancing while you're in these tower moment, or while you're in this energy, reshift your focus. Instead of living in fear, start living in your power, start living in faith, start realizing, connect more to your spirit guides, get to know more of them, get to know them better, you know, start connecting in these strong ways. And that will also help you through this period, this time that you're going through. And I feel like that's what your guys want you to know, pal one. So I want to thank you guys. I want to thank spirit, ancestors, my ancestors, your ancestors, my guys, your guys. I want to thank you guys for showing up here, for showing up for yourselves. And I hope that this reading connected with you. If it did, please feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and share the video so more people can see. And I am wishing you guys the very best, and I'm hoping the very best for you guys. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. All right. Hi, pal number 2. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Amazonite crystal and the True Heart Tarot. Sorry, I had to answer the door for a second, but you guys chose the Amazonite crystal and the True Heart Tarot. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to shuffle this, and shuffle this on screen, and then we're going to choose some oracle decks. And so let's see. Let's go. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Let's see. I think that's a card. Oh, this is definitely a card. Yeah, that's a card. It's so weird how sometimes I feel the energy in one hand and then it shifts to the other hand. And sometimes it does that because it wants to come out in certain orders. I feel like this one is. And is there any more? Okay. Okay. All right. Whew. Okay. Okay, let's see what do we got here. We got the Ten of Swords upright, the Two of Discs in reverse, the Queen of Discs in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Prince of Cups or the Princess of Cups upright, and the Four of Discs upright. Whew. All right, let's see what this here. What do we got here? What kind of message we got here? All right, we got Ten of Swords energy. So here with the Ten of Swords energy, this is really heavy mental energy, where you're feeling, you might not necessarily be feeling anxious, but this might be coming from, you know, it might be from other people. A lot of people have maybe they have negative thoughts about you, or maybe you are combating a lot of their thoughts, a lot of stuff. Like, and what I mean is, like, people are kind of trying to tell you who they want you to be. They're trying to navigate you towards a certain identity that not necessarily something you're fitting, and you might either be or have been or certainly coming out of trying to fit into this narrative that doesn't really reflect you. I mean, look, you got this physical energy in reverse here, and it's kind of like you've been trying so hard to, like, be who they want you to be, and kind of like trying to understand yourself, but you're spending so much time trying to please them, and it's kind of got you so discombobulated, and you're spending a lot of time. And this may not be for all of you, but this is just what I'm picking up. So this is a general reading, so some of you guys may feel it and some of you guys may not. But I really do feel like that a lot of you guys are, you know, you've been trying to walk this line of pleasing other people, and and you know, trying to sacrifice those part of yourself just to please other people. But what it end up doing is end up wounding you and hurting you. And I feel like your guys are telling you to kind of just like, it's now is the time for you to walk in your truth. Now is the time to walk into your authentic self, right? Because the longer you keep going, the worse it's going to be. Like look at like this, like look at this picture. She, you know, she's on the ground, completely drained of any kind of life. If you can see the picture a little bit better, I'm trying to see if we can get into focus. Come on, can we get into focus for me, please? Well, if you could, her mouth is wide gap, and she's, you know, like just lying here, dead, colorless, no, like screaming her last word, frozen in the place of the last position that she died in, right? Never going forward, never moving forward, never, because you're so busy trying to be who everybody else wants you to be. Who you are gets wrapped up and lost in everyone else's ideas and beliefs of you. And so you yourself get lost in that as you forget who you are. You forget, you know, the great person you are. You have to slowly rebuild that part of yourself, rebuild that identity of yourself. That's what your guys want. They want you to move into this place where you aren't, you know, worried about what other people are saying or thinking or doing, and you're not so busy focusing on what they want you to be or what they want you to say or what they want to do or how they want you to practice. Maybe it's they want you to maybe it's a family faith they want you to give in, and you're moving on to different religions or different practices, and they're like calling, saying absurd things to you. Maybe it's your gender identity, maybe it's your sexuality, maybe it's something like your career move or whatever. You're trying to live your life in the best way you can, and these people, and some of them really mean the best for you, but for them the best for you means that you have to do what I say. And it's like like, and if I don't, you know what I mean, like if I don't, what if I don't live the way you want me to live? What happens then? And I think that's what's really kind of hindering you guys, because you're not, some of you guys are not sure about what that answer may entail. You know, you're afraid that if you start living and moving into your authentic self and getting closer to your higher self, that it's going to isolate you from these people in your life. These people that have raised you, might have loved you, they might have been the only family or the only comfort that you known. But I'm here to tell you that if they truly love you, you becoming your more authentic self won't offend them. In fact, they will congratulate you. They will see the journey that you're on and be proud of you. And sometimes, unfortunately, that's not necessarily the people that we think should be. Sometimes the people in our life that we've known the longest and that think they've known us the longest, they may, again, maybe parents or siblings, but they don't see who you are. They see who they think you should be or who you ought to be. But you can't let that hinder you from the growth that you're going, from the purpose that you're going for, and the growth that you're going on to. You have to do what you have to do for your own sake. So I'm gonna use this deck. And I keep making sure, keep messing up the. Yeah, I think I got a couple of these. I always end up putting these back in the deck the wrong way, because I don't ever focus on the back design, because the back and front are so similar. So I usually end up with cards that's like flipped completely over. Alright, let's see. What more message we may have for these. Let's see, I'm going to do it one more time. And that feels right. Okay, let's see what we have. We have soul work. We have reclaim. And we have speak truth. I love these. I love all of these cards for you. These cards are very relevant. Okay, so soul work. This is stuff you need to do to move out of this Ten of Swords energy. You're going to have to really start focusing on yourself. That's what your guys are telling you. Focus on yourself. Focus on your true authentic self. Don't be afraid. You know, reclaim that power of yours. Reclaim your truth. Speak your truths. You know, say who you are loudly and proudly. You know, there's nothing to be ashamed of about yourself, because, you know, people are like, oh, I thought you were going to be a doctor or a lawyer, married with 2.5 kids, living like this, and I had your whole life planned out for you from the moment you came into this earth. And it's like, why would you do that? Like, you set your own self up for failure. And honestly, it's like, you trying to set me up for failure, because if I don't live up to these things, then so what? So what happens to me? How do you view me? Your guys are telling you, put in that work on yourself, do chase those, confront those shadows, confront those ideas, confront those fears, and begin to work on yourself. Begin to speak your truth, begin to reclaim who you are, and begin to walk into it. And when you walk into those powers, you're going to find yourself moving out of this Ten of Swords energy. You're going to be claiming your strength. You're going to be speaking up. You're going to be, you know, working hard to build that more part of yourself, that you're not going to be feeling discombobulated. You're not going to be feeling like you're walking to you know, two lines, or treading to identities, because you're going to know who you are. And knowing yourself is something very powerful, because once you know who you are, my grandma always used to say this, know who you are. Once you know who you are, can't nobody tell you who you are. Right? They're still gonna be saying some things. Like, there's still gonna be people who say shit about you, but you're not going to be concerned about it. Like this Queen of Swords energy, you're gonna turn that around. You are gonna possess that energy. You're gonna be fierce. You're gonna be, you know, you're going to have that control of yourself. You're gonna have control of your mind, control of your thoughts, control of your energy, control of your power. You're gonna take all that back, but you have to put in that work on your spirit, work on your soul, work on who you are. Speak loudly and boldly about who you are, and there's no shame. Have no shame. And if the people in your life who are, you know, who claim that they love you have something to say about it, unfortunately, that just lets you know that you may have more. You might have some people who haven't, one, worked on their own selves to deal with whatever, and two, you find who is and isn't a part of your tribe. But don't worry, you will find your people. You will find your people that see you, and there are going to be some people who, when you start speaking authentically and living authentically, when they see you, they're going to apologize to you, and they're going to be like, I'm so sorry for trying to make you this, that, and the third, and I see who you are now, and I see your beauty, I see your light, and I'm proud of you for walking into it. Let's see, I'm gonna draw an affirmation card and see what it has for you there. All right. I am happy. I take control of my happiness. When my happiness depends on others' actions, I'm at the mercy of things I cannot control. Instead, I choose to cultivate consistent happiness by focusing on the things I love about myself. I am happy. That is great. That is beautiful. You guys, yes, focus on yourself. Take that control back. Take that power back. That's part of your soul work. That's what your guys are trying to tell you. And your guys are here for you, by the way. They're here for you while you're doing this soul work journey. They're probably already putting people in place that helps you understand yourself, that's going to be a part of your soul tribe, or even temporarily be here to help guide you. So your guys are saying, we're here with you. We understand you. We want you to be the best version of yourself. We want you to be your best, highest self. We see you and we love you, and we're not asking for you to be anything but who you truly are. And you know, so allow yourself to be happy. Allow yourself to gain your happiness, that true consistent happiness, that joy yourself by putting in that work and working against these thoughts and stuff that's killing you slowly, that's leaving you lifeless, and that's leaving you frozen in fear and pain, because you can't live your life because you're too busy trying to live for other people. Live for yourself. That's what your guys want for you. They want you to live for yourself. They want you to be happy. They want you to find the things, start writing down all the things you love about yourself. Start writing down all the things that are amazing about yourself, and then never apologize for them. Never apologize for being you and love your authentic self. So that is what I have here for your reading pile number 2. I want to thank Spirit, my guys, your guys, ancestors, and everyone. I want to thank you for showing up here for yourself. And I hope this reading resonated with you, and I want you to take take it to heart, and go forth and to be your glorious, amazing self. If you enjoy this video, please leave a like, a subscribe if you haven't already, and please share it with other people so that they too can hear a beautiful word from their guys. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. All right, pal number 3, welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Tiger Eye Crystal, and you chose the good old-fashioned Rider-Waite tarot deck. So I'm just going to do a quick shuffle here. Let me sort of fix these cards over here. I'm just do a quick shuffle and see what your guys have to say for you, and then I'll pull from one of my oracle decks. Okay, let's go. I need to get a cloth. I keep putting that off to get a cloth from my desk so it won't be making all these crazy noises in the video. All right, let's see. Speaking guy, yeah. Speaking guy. Let's see. All right, let's pick some cards. Okay, there you go. There you go. You got any more cards than just these two? What is that? Chariot in reverse and the 4 of this, I think. 4 Pentacles, I mean. Like every deck has different meanings, and so I get them confused. I'm like, is this Pentacles, a disc, or coins? This one, yeah, the Emperor. Okay, that's all I got. That doesn't necessarily mean you can have a short reading, because you never know. All right, Spirit, guide me. Okay, all right, so we have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, we have the Chariot in reverse, and then we have the Emperor upright. All right, so what do we got here? What are we getting? What am I getting here? So right away with this Chariot, okay, so you have these 2 major arcana cards right here, and so that lets me know that there are some major life points that you're probably currently in the midst of, some big major changes. But with the Chariot here, I'm seeing that there's a stalling of something, especially with the Chariot and the 4 of Pentacles. I'm seeing like there is a stalling of something here going on. You might, or some of you might, be trying to rush things, and I feel like that's probably why the Chariot is stalling. Not because stuff's not going, but I feel like you're probably trying to rush and push things to go, because I'm thinking, what am I getting? I'm getting like you want these things to be in a certain way, and you want it now. Right, so there's like probably no patience or whatsoever. You need these things. You like whatever, like you know that you have blessings coming your way, but like when you found out you had blessings coming your way, you're like, great, so where are they? You know, you're like, I looked at my bank account, it still ain't showing them blessings. You know, I'm looking at my closet, where them blessings at? You know, I'm looking at my driveway, where the blessings? And that's kind of like what you're doing. You're like, but what you're doing is you're trying to rush the universe, you're trying to rush spirit, and because of that, you're not really working truly to where the blessings are supposed to be. So it's like this. It's like planting a seed and then wondering why the plant isn't growing immediately, right? So that's kind of what you're going to, like, you're going to have to let it, you're going to have to put in the work, you're going to have to till the ground, you're going to have to water the plant, you're going to have to, you know, take care of the bugs and cut off whatever dead leaves and limbs or whatever is on the tree. You're gonna have to nourish it for it to grow. And what you're doing is you're not putting in the work. And that's what spirit your guys are telling you. They're saying you have to put in the work. You're gonna have to exhibit some patience to put in the work, because you guys are just you're doing the most while also not doing anything. Oh my gosh, I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to laugh, but it's like it's not. And I say not doing anything. I'm not like you're not working or doing anything like that. What I'm saying is like you are really trying to rush the process so much that you're neglecting to take care of the things you're supposed to take care of. And your guys are just kind of saying like, y'all please. I think your guys are really saying, y'all please, like, listen, we told you we got this. We told you everything's going to be okay. We told you everything is going to be fine. But you guys are just like, you know, you're doing the most. You're doing the most. You're really in this heavy emperor energy right now. You're thinking like, you know, I'm sitting here high and tall, and you know, I speak forward of what needs to be said, needs to be done. And it's like, first of all, I love the confidence, absolutely adore the confidence, but it's out of order. You know, it's kind of out of order in a sense, because what's the joke, what's the saying of, you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans type of thing. Like that's what it kind of is. Like you're trying to tell your guys, you're like, give it to me, and your guys are like, first of all, you're gonna have to show some more respect when you're talking to me. Second of all, you're gonna have to do more than just say what you want. Like yes, the universe knows your desires, but you can't just be like, I want a house. Like, okay, and like and so do other people. Like, what else is going on here? And I think that's what we're saying. You are really more the reason that you're halting your growth and your blessings and all those things, because you're really kind of just, you know, trying to dictate the way things go. And you're also trying to dictate the way things are, because I feel like you probably have gotten some blessings, but because they're not, you know, because they're not in the way that you want them, you kind of like dismissed them. You haven't really shown any grateful, show some gratitude. You show some compassion, some patience, and some gratitude. Let me pull some oracle cards. I feel like this is the deck with those guys that don't play. Do you know what I mean? Like they don't play about you, but they also don't play with you. So like if you like on one, they gonna be like, okay, see, what you not finna do is, what you not gonna do is. Like I feel like those are the type of guard, because that's the kind of energy I'm getting here. Because they're I really feel like they're saying, don't be talking to me any type of way when you talk about this, that, and the third, and then say I don't do this and I don't do that when I'm trying to work with you and you ain't working with me back. I really feel like if you guys know who your guys are, and if I'm right, let me know in the comments if I'm right. Because like that's kind of like how my guys are in a sense. That's definitely how my ancestors are. Like they don't play about me and they don't play with me, but they also know like there are times when I have to be like, okay. Or they have to be like, okay, you're going through something, so we're going to talk to you patiently. But also they're going to be like, there are also times they're like, okay, look, why are you doing this? We don't need to, like, be real with us. And your guys are very real with you, right? There's no, what's what I'm looking for? Cryptic type of speak to you. They tell you what it is straight up from the jump. They tell you what they need, what they're looking for, and this is just for them. This should be confirmation from some of you guys that they are not happy with the way that you're working, the way that you're doing things. They want you to get it together. They want you to change your mindset and change the way you're doing. Look at the bigger picture. Yeah, look outside of what you are just kind of feeling right now. Because right now you're probably just really in your feelings, and you're really in this way that you're feeling right now. Because you're like, I need this, I want this here. They say, look at the bigger picture. Look at what we're trying to do. We're trying to do more than just what you want right here, right now. Like, don't worry, we're going to take care of you. Now, we're not going to let you starve, but like you right here, you're trying to get like a quick little fix, and we're trying to make sure you set up for life. Look at the bigger picture here. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Absolutely. Balance. Find some balance in your life, right? When you like, it's just not just about the physical things, right? And I feel like you guys might have been focused so heavily on the physical things that you're neglecting the spiritual things. Don't neglect your guides. Don't neglect your spirit. Don't neglect your ancestors. Put in that work. Put in that work. Don't just expect things to come to you. Put in that work. Look at the bigger picture and start putting in that work for them. Don't let pride get in your way. Listen, come on, your guys are very serious about you guys right now. Like they're saying, look, on God, they're kind of really tired. Like you're doing the most. You're not practicing any gratitude. You're out here telling them what you want and how you want it. And because they're your guys, they're not going to neglect you, but they really want you to know it's time for you guys to start doing more than what you're doing. It's time for you guys to look outside of yourself. It's time for you guys to stop working and letting your pride navigate yourself. And you might also, like, this chair might also be you, because you may put in some work, but when it's not paying off, you're like, well, I give up. Like, don't let that pride of it not being good, or let the pride of it may possibly failing and keeping you, hindering you from doing what you need to do, getting your way, right? Put that balance into that spirituality and that practicality. What happens in the spirit shows up in the physical. What happens in the physical shows up in the spirit. Those things work together. Mind, body, and spirit all work together in conjunction for ourselves. So don't neglect one or the other. Put in the work, and don't let pride get in your way from stopping you, because you are the thing that's hindering you, right? Your ancestors, your ancestors too, but definitely your guides want you to do your best. The answers you need are coming, and communication is key. This communication key definitely goes with practicing spirituality, and definitely goes with talking to your ancestors. So I keep saying ancestors, but I keep thinking that's an accident, but I'm going to say it's not an accident. If you guys haven't done ancestral work, it is a great time right now to start doing some ancestral work. Also, if you have neglected your ancestral work, this is a good time to get back into it, because your ancestors and guides work in tandem together for your good. And your guides are telling you you have been being neglectful to them. You've been neglectful to your spiritual self. You've been living in ego. You've been living in pride. You have been, be living in this minimalist kind of view. You haven't really been seeing yourself and viewing what the greater good is, the greater work, the bigger picture is. And because of that, you're letting that hinder you, right? Because you're trying to be the one that's controlling everything, but you don't know what you don't know. You think you know, but you have absolutely no idea. And that's what they're trying to tell you. They're like, listen to us. The answers that you need are coming. The things that the solutions to your problems are coming, but you got to get out of your own freaking way. Get out of your way. Communication is key. Start speaking to your guys. Start speaking to your ancestors. Start rebuilding that spiritual relationship. Start practicing some gratitude. Start practicing, some humility a little bit. Gratitude brings about humility. It does, because, there's nothing wrong with you realizing how powerful you are and living in that power. But when you're doing it in such a way that you're forgetting who gave you that power, who brought you through these things, if you start forgetting that your guys are the ones who've been guiding you through, and you've been thinking like, oh, I've been doing it all on myself, your guys are going to get really pissed at you. Especially for some of you guys, again, the ones who have those guys that do not play. They are not playing about you. They are very serious right now, and they mean, like, for real right now. You need to start focusing on some shit. You need to start practicing some shit. You need to start moving in different ways, right? If you want to move out of this stagnant energy, if you want to keep moving forward, you're going to have to put in that type of work. You're going to have to start balancing your spirit and your practicality, that understanding how things function, how things work. You're going to have to start really communication is key. They want you to talk to them. They want you to communicate with them. They want you to listen to them. All right, I'm finna pull some affirmation cards. I'm telling you, pile 3, y'all. I am safe. I trust my intuition to lead me down the right path. Looking back on my trials, I see that I am still here and thriving. I always end up better, stronger, and wiser. I have proven to myself that I always make it time and time again. I am safe. So yeah, that may also be the reason why you guys are probably doing the things you do. You're probably not just only working out of ego, but you're probably also working out of fear. But when you do this communication with your guys, they'll let you know that you're safe, that you can move, that it's okay to not have everything in control. It's okay to not have your hand, your thumb, and your hand in every pot, and to be looking over or trying to analyze and control everything. It's okay to let go and let them work, right? Trust that they got your best interest in mind. Trust, again, even if they don't play with you, again, because what I'm feeling here, that I am safe, I'm feeling just straight pure love. Like they don't play about you and they don't play with you, but everything that they do is out of love. So that's why they're talking to you, and that's why they're talking to you so bluntly and so forcefully, because they're like, you, this is how you this is probably how you guys communicate, or this is where your communication is going to start. Like once you really get into your communication, it's going to be 100% blunt, straight up, the real tea, and that's what you need. You need someone to give you that real stuff, but it's always going to be coming out of love. It's always going to come out of love, and they're always going to go back to that you are safe. You are safe to let go. You are safe to know to let them guide you. You are safe to follow, because everywhere, knowing that letting your spirit guides do the work to lead them and to follow them, it lets you know that you're not going to be following into they're not going to lead you down, into a ditch or to a hole, into a pit. They're not going to lead you to harm. They're going to lead you to things, to places that are good for you, that are helpful to you, that means the best for you. And that's where it all boils down to. In order for you to really move forward, to really receive these blessings, to really move into the place where you need to be, you need to let go and follow them, follow their lead. And even if it doesn't seem like it's working in the way that you want it to work, you're going to have to let that knowledge go and understand that they got you. They absolutely got you. And they are not under any circumstances trying to trick you, force you, or hurt you. They love you. You're safe. And that is all I have for you for pile number 3. I want to thank Spirit, my ancestors, your guys, my guys, and I want to thank you for showing up here today for yourself. I hope this reading resonated with you. If you did, let me know in the comments. Definitely leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video so other people may feel in on it too. I am really rooting for you, pile 3. I'm always rooting for you guys. I really do want the best for you guys, and even if this reading was a little bit hard, I don't see it being a negative reading. I don't see anything bad coming your way. In fact, I see everything good is coming your way once you start putting some trust in your guys, because men, they're on your side, and I'm on your side too. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.